least rare of grand finals in Numbers and Dill.
Yes, they've seen this before. They've gone back and forth, but what do you think? 10 games on Town and City?
Yeah, because I feel like Dill's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna play my game 1 strategy, my game 4 and 5 strategy in this game number 1. Because I feel like when you're starting to just play the matchup against Numbers, you have to kind of do like the bread and butter basic to start, just to, like understand how he's gonna start moving and how he's gonna want to play the matchup first, and then from there you can adapt. However, Numbers obviously going to adapt as well to that sort of play from Dill, and we're going to see how he changes up his formula to getting around Dill's playstyle.
Yeah, I have yet to see like a really clean. Okay, I was about to say a really clean confusion read from Numbers. Yes. You know, that confusion is like, okay, now he's doing
now
it.
He's just doing it. Oh my god!
My god!
As a Wii Fit trainer, well, I'm not a Wii Fit trainer, but I play this character. I hate that. Like, why? Like, why is there a sour spot on that move? It's like, please. That move is not easy to hit. Let me get it for once in my life. It's just like
a reason why it's not easy to hit.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, the Wii Fit trainer, as I personally believe that, you know, every Smash game has its quote-unquote joke character. I think Wii Fit might have been the joke character for Smash 4.
I mean, I don't by any means think this character's bad. I think Devin has actually put this really well in the past. I think Wii Fit trainer is a mid-tier because John makes her look like a mid-tier. So
it's about the ceiling threshold of what you're able to accomplish with a character.
Yes.
So if you can't have, it's like the logical inequality of you can't say New York is godlike and then say that we have a low tier winning our tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Period. All right. You want to argue with it? Not with me.
No, yeah. So Wii Fit trainer's a mid-tier. So is Pac-Man.
Anyway, Grand Finals.
Grand Finals.
Take it away, guys.
That was a fantastic read. Numbers actually looking like he this honestly looks like Game 6.
Yeah,
like that's the way I'd put it.
I feel like it's a just extension of that first set in a lot of ways.
Like
the playstyle is a continuation of that. I mean, which is obviously gonna happen when you have the same 2 people in Grand Finals.
But no, it was so seamless.
Yeah,
because it wasn't even like any, you know, there wasn't really a lot of like, oh, let's get back into it. It was like Numbers had in his mind, I got confused so many times in that Game 5. I'm going to come back and immediately punish every single one of those.
And what I love by Numbers right there, you saw him crouching, but once he saw the Shadow Ball get to his sides where he would no longer be able to crouch it, he immediately stood up. Oh, Detail catching Numbers on landing with that anti-air hitbox. Oh my goodness, that lasts forever, and I love it.
That's my favorite, where you don't even see it get reflected. It was just like the move itself is what made her explode.
Whoosh! And Dill getting right back into this game, approaching Numbers, just shifting forward, charging Shadow Ball, shifting forward, charging Shadow Ball, and getting to the point where he had to force Numbers off the stage, but stage control once again in favor of Numbers. Oh, double rollback.
Yep, and Numbers is playing this patiently at the moment. He has the lead that he can let himself do that, but right now, caught above, still throwing out all of these hitboxes. Yes. That was like, wow, it's the most hitboxes I've seen from Dill in like months. And the strong back air.
Oh, what? That just killed it like 60.
I think you tried to side B.
I think he just straight up died. That killed it 61 with 52% rage. I mean, deep breathing, yes, but like.
Second lightest in the game.
No, he didn't side B. Oh my god.
What?
That is so strong.
Yo, look at Numbers' face.
Hey, Wii Fit trainer is a top tier now.
Watch
I don't want to hear it.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That look of disgust on Numbers' face.
It's like, oh my god. I mean, the DI from Dill wasn't like atrocious, but like, it definitely wasn't like good either.
Well, no, it wasn't like triangle DI, but there must have been some way for him to live that. There must have been.
And I figured out why it's called triangle DI not too long ago, and it's just like, oh, where did they go?
It's the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, you're in the Bermuda Triangle because you don't know where they went because the DI was so bad.
I'm so upset with the both of you. Oh my god damn.
Hey.
Wait, I said I knew it.
No, he knew
I've
it.
never heard of this. This is so stupid.
Wait, you've never heard of Bermuda Triangle DI? Okay.
All right. Well, that's
yeah.
understandable. It's more applicable in Melee when like fast fallers, if they DI down, they like go into like the depths of dungeons.
Needless to say. We're going into this game number 2. Numbers with the 1-0 lead. And a pretty even start from the two of them. Fair into the ground for Dill. Numbers shielding it and revolving back to get out of that pressure.
And Numbers still maintaining this lead at the moment. Only 12%, but like...
Ooh, grabbing him out of that. Really aggressive options to down smash all the way to the platform by Dill. Trying to end that stock early.
Numbers is being really aggressive trying to come back, especially considering, you know, earlier on we saw all of these hitboxes that Dill was trying to use.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a miscue by Dill there. Numbers having enough drift out of that up B to get right past that up smash. Ooh. That's the thing, Shadow Ball has a little bit higher priority when it is bigger, obviously. So I'm going to get past that sensitization as it was so small.
Oh, and a really fantastic read on that air dodge. Numbers seeming to, it seems like he's getting a lot more of each individual hit now.
Ooh, doing that immediate spot dodge, trying to catch a shield grab from Dill.
Numbers throws out options you'd never expect.
That shield from Dill is low. Gotta be really careful here, especially if he's gonna try and ledge pressure Numbers. That side B might just very well shield and do a whole lot of damage.
Oh, what an empty hop F tilt. Going to take that stock, and Numbers only at 84. Numbers has been looking so strong now. I don't know what it was. That win over Jash maybe just gave him the, like, Jash gave him some of his heart at the end of their set. And so now Numbers is the one playing with heart.
That's a backdoor. Numbers off the stage once more. Are we going to see Dill challenge? I feel like Dill does go for a lot of dares off the stage. I feel like a lot of the time, oh my goodness, the up tilt into up smash will take the stock for Dill.
Yeah, that hitbox of the up tilt, it's, I believe it's set knockback.
Yeah.
Because it sends the opponent nowhere, even at these really high percents.
It's the inner hit of that up smash, or the up tilt rather, that allows that to happen.
Yes.
Big F row.
It just has very, very little knockback.
Is that what it is?
Growth.
It's very low base knockback?
Yeah.
No, knockback growth.
Knockback growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it'll still grow. They're at 999. They're going to explode.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat. Okay. I've never seen it kill at 999, so.
Thankfully, that's not something that happens in tournaments.
With Numbers, you never know.
Wii Fit Trainer does struggle to kill.
There is a running joke with Numbers. It's just like where in crew battles, there's like a very specific, like very long amount of time putting on the timer. And it's just like, hey man, it's still always a chance with the timeout with Numbers. Hour and 59 minutes on the clock, but you never know. Needless to say, not really looking like a timeout in this set. With only 6 minutes on the clock. Both players interacting with each other more often than you would have maybe expected in a matchup like this.
All right, we're starting to see really nice play now. Ooh, finally that Sun Salutation.
Fair.
Forward air. Yeah, we haven't seen him throw out that forward air. It seems like the way that Dill seems to be playing this matchup is he'll find one strategy that like seems to be playing out really well, you know, one of those 4 moves. And then he stops doing it a lot, so he keeps it in his back pocket, basically makes Numbers forget it's even an option and then starts using it again. It's really a clever way, especially considering how long these sets are, especially in best of 5.
Ooh, the rollback gonna get caught by that Sun Salutation. Dill at 14%.
Ooh, the clank. Yeah, and now Numbers is throwing out these Sun Salutations a lot more freely. He's more confident now that Dill is not going to be throwing out that confusion.
Ooh, spot dodge, F tilt, deep breathing will allow Numbers, actually no, not to deep breathing, my apologies. He was just going for the Sun Salutation. And he will take that stock in a...
So what is the visual cue for when Wii Fit Trainer has deep breathing in effect?
She's like glowing a bluish
She's
red.
Kaioken. She's red.
Is it? No, but like red is for Sun Salutation. Isn't it?
No, yellow is for Sun Salutation. White? Is it?
It's like the regular, like when Sheik's needles. They just like flicker
Glow?
white. Yeah, but she's Kaioken when she deep breathes.
She's red. Okay.
Wait, what about the bubbles that come off of her?
What?
The
sparkles.
The sparkles.
The sparkles are just when she's done charging or breathing.
She doesn't hold on to those? They don't? I thought they stick around.
She's not bubbly for like
Numbers
an
makes
amount
her
of time.
bubbly.
No, she's just Kaioken, though. Just red glow.
All right.
Aura.
Oh, Numbers has a tape measure in his
He's
hand.
measuring his
He's
chances.
measuring dogs.
He's measuring.
He's measuring Luna.
I thought he was measuring his chances.
Yo,
What is Numbers showing us?
He's telling us that she's a small doggo.
Wait, no. He's saying game 4. He's saying game 4.
He's saying game 4.
Yes.
Oh
look.
my. Yo, no, this is game
That's 2
3.
feet. I don't know
It's
what.
game 3.
Wait, it is.
Even Luna has no clue.
I was like, what is going on?
Look at him.
Diddy Kong, the switch from Dill.
And we're going to be getting very interesting. I agree with finally switching up the stage. And Lilat itself is a... This makes sense. We are seeing the Diddy Kong. We haven't seen this matchup yet today.
And this is I mean, in a number set, it is very rare that you see Lilat. A lot of times he just ban this stage. But I feel like against certain characters, he says that he does ban FD rather than
Well, keep in
Lilat.
mind. So keep in mind the way that bans work is that you're character locked. You are not character locked before the stage.
Yeah.
So Numbers probably banned. He would not ban this stage against Mewtwo because Mewtwo hates this stage.
Yeah.
So probably he didn't ban it. Dill thinking, well, I might actually have a chance here. You know, he didn't ban Lilat, and Mewtwo clearly isn't working out as it was. Let me go back to the Diddy Kong, go to Lilat, see if maybe that can get something new started.
Yeah.
One of the reasons it's rough for Wii Fit is the tilting makes Sun
Yeah.
Salutation just not really nearly as
if
effective.
it's tilting incorrectly, it does straight up eat up Sun Salutations a lot of the time. However, a very strong start from Numbers. Already at 93% is Dill. Gonna get a punish. We do pretty fast, so definitely gonna be able to get in time for that punish.
Ooh, that was a really nice little, like, yoink.
And that's the thing, something I would like to see Numbers abuse is when the stage is tilting in his favor, is just to start crouching there. Because like, there's not a whole lot that Dill can do to really punish it because he will always be going
Down tilt.
above it. No, but I'm saying from distance, because he'll always be going above him with any option that he throws out, like Banana and Monkey Flip.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in general, characters with really low crouches do get a lot out of Lilat because of the extra tilting. They just go under everything.
Ooh, and that's Sun Salutation. Dill all the way off the stage. Oh, and catching the shield drop is Numbers, but Dill with
She's
impeccable
sparkling.
DI.
She's sparkling.
It is, so it wasn't just me.
Yeah,
She's
so
sparkling
she's-
in red. Okay, I was Devin,
I'm-
Mr. Devin 3000 lied to you, lovely people in the audience, and I actually
Thought.
did not. So
So, okay, so when
she's sparkling and red, and she's red. Okay.
She's deep. Yeah, she's red. Okay, now, okay.
Okay, Numbers not giving us the opportunity to deep breathing.
Oh, that might be it.
Oh my,
Lilat.
I love this stage. Nah, that's actually something that can happen on any stage, so that one doesn't bother me. That one,
Well,
like,
no, because I think he was, no, he tried to ledge snap. He didn't snap the ledge.
no, right.
I think on any other stage, probably the auto snap would have helped him out there. But just the, and I mean, I don't know. I just like that's what it looks like to me. What? That was amazing timing from Numbers.
Oh yeah, it's so difficult to get through those Diddy down tilts a lot of the time, but a very well-timed stand together can allow you to roll past as soon as you get up.
You know what this is? You know what I just realized this is? So for those of you who don't know, Numbers, our ex-Nintendo World Champion, is not able to retain his title, and I don't think he wants to walk away with second place again.
I don't think he ever does, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, who does want to walk away with second?
I would walk away with second. I would
Well,
gladly walk away
well,
with second. Are you kidding me?
When you're in the position that JohnNumbers is in, oh, that mix-up, the Lilat mix-up, he actually put his head through the stage and side beat him.
Oh, wow. Numbers landings have been really nice. What is happening?
Despite the fact that Numbers really dislikes the stage, he clearly knows quite a bit about the mix-ups on it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think that the main reason he doesn't like it is because it gets in the way of his normal game plan of, charging Sun and that sort of thing. And very interesting edge guard there using the bananas.
he didn't cancel it in time for that down B. I think Numbers was waiting for the full, or rather Dill was waiting for the full charge, and that's where he placed his punish.
Well, I thought that he had the, the crouch in place. That's the signifier of you come to me.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I don't know, something's going on in the back there.
Someone very excited for this set on Lilat.
Yeah. But right now, Numbers is so close to getting this bracket reset. Oh, he tried to punish that monkey flip, but the hitbox on it too much. Dill is still playing his very patient game, trying to get chip after chip, and I definitely agree with it. Numbers isn't really close to kill percent just yet, but
Don't be. Oh, I thought he got spiked. I
thought he
definitely
got
thought
spiked.
he got spiked.
Wow.
Alrighty, the extension of the hurtbox downward into that side B allowed Numbers to get his hitbox out first before. Huh? Dill coming downstairs. We're gonna have a little bit of a break here.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a bathroom break.
Yes, I think so. Anyway, so let's get some ads out of the way while we have the opportunity to.
Yes.
Come to our Xeno weeklies every Wednesday. Basically run as the same as a Saga, except entry fee and venue fee $5 each. And it is a great experience. Best talent in New York and around the area. And this Wednesday in particular, Anti is bussing out Ling Ling and Light. So
Nice. Anti.
I didn't hear about this. Is he? He's
Yes.
sending Ling and Light? Okay.
Yes.
That's cute. Let's go.
No, like did
That's-
you see?
hey, we'll take that.
No, I know.
You saw the
This-
tweet?
It's just that no, I haven't. I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
hear
no,
about
he's, like,
the
actually-
original tweet. Yeah.
Oh, you saw the like his
yeah,
OG tweet.
I know the
no, but yeah.
anti-sponsorship.
No, yeah, but he is yeah, he's
You have to sponsor people who've been here like 3-4 times
I
already.
think
but,
those were
okay, fine.
I think those were the first available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, anti. I mean,
he's
I
an
love
Anti-
seeing
no,
Light and
yeah,
Ling,
Because like
honestly.
honestly, I think there was a point where he said, "I'm kind of not. I feel like I'm not involved in my local scene enough, and I don't want to go to locals, but I want to help in some way." And this is honestly how I was doing it. And honestly, this is like just as good. I think it's like helping out the scene and bringing big names here is another way to help the scene grow and get more Twitch viewership. You know.
Just so you know, this is going on right now.
Yeah. Wait, Numbers, do the taunt. Tell Numbers
did.
to do the taunt. Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Wait, but there's no sound.
I don't know. Anyway, come to GameCon.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
October 28th. Link will be
Wait,
in the
that's-
chat.
So it's not next
No.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yes.
So it is Halloween
I
weekend
might actually be able to go to this.
Um,
Oh no, I can't. What am I talking
in-
about? Dang it.
in New Jersey. Same.
It is the same venue as Royal Flush. This is in Atlantic City at the Tropicana. There's a crap ton of games. And on the left side of the games on Saturday and the right side of the games on Sunday. So if you are in the Tri-State, you don't have to bother getting a hotel. You just come out on Saturday, play some Smash,
and then
go
home.
There's works with Matcherino for pot bonuses.
Yes.
The convention itself is going to be providing a pot bonus. I can't tell you right now. Yeah, so check it out. Go to Matcherino. It's not an easy URL.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
I'm just turning that off.
Yeah, Numbers.
Anyway,
Talk-
yeah, if you
yeah.
go to house3000.nyc/events, you'll see a calendar, you'll see GameCon, you'll see a link to the Matcherino. To register, just click on Get Tickets, select the venue fee and the game that you want to, all the games you want to register for, and you'll be good to go.
And other events that go on Saturdays is Smash Academia, bi-weekly, every other Saturday. I'm not sure when the next one is.
It's actually it's on the 28th,
well,
which is like, okay, Rory.
okay, Rory. Thanks, Rory.
All right, Rory.
And Rory.
Does he compete in the tournament as well as run, or is he just?
I think
I've
just-
only won to one.
I know
and he
Rory
didn't.
usually doesn't enter tournaments that he runs. I think it's part of like his philosophy. Just doesn't have to do with that,
Okay.
which is fine.
I was thinking maybe he's trying to get himself a free tournament by
Yes.
doing it on GameCon.
Oh,
Nah,
Dill is
Roy.
back upstairs. I did not even notice.
All right.
And he is going to start this game number 1 on Talon City. Mewtwo is the pick. True finals. And I think they saw the Diddy wasn't working out nearly as well as Mewtwo was, despite the fact that the Diddy did go close. I think the games of Mewtwo were definitely like last hit. So
That was a 3-0 for Numbers just there.
yeah,
I feel like we need to sort of like think about that
it was
because
pretty handily as well. Like it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
the games were close, but like it felt like Numbers was
really.
Numbers was in control for a lot of it. That's the
they weren't even that close. You remember that game 1? You remember how we killed them at 60?
yeah. No, right.
They
But
were like, these have been like Numbers has seemed to actually maybe picked apart this Dill Mewtwo.
oh, I'm surprised didn't opt for the mix-up. A lot of Mewtwo's will air dodge out of hits on Dill, no exception. He did opt into that scenario, and Numbers not side being potentially could have taken the stock. Yeah. I feel like I want to see Dill, maybe not in particular spot where Numbers off the stage, but when Numbers is far off, I feel like Dill is still opting to down air as opposed to forward air.
The thing is, I feel like forward air involves him giving up a lot more stage control than the down air. The down air, he can go to the down air at the ledge
And full back
he'll-
up, right.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas forward air, he'll have to position himself. In a
Oh, and that's
amazing bait.
Okay,
That was such
so
a good bait.
so that is something that I know a lot of Mewtwo mains get mad at when they see it. It's like Mewtwo's who use Nair a lot and then they just get beaten out. It's just like the hitboxes on that move are not very good. They're very small. So you can a lot of times just straight up trade with it or beat it and just, as Numbers did right there, take a stock because of it. Ooh, they're going so deep. Numbers with a great tech below the stage.
Yeah. The idea of Mewtwo players complaining about their Nair hitboxes not being big enough. But anyway, that was such a fantastic read from Numbers. And we get to see the rare Wii Fit up tilt, her 4th taunt. As right now...
Wait a minute, this is a good situation for Numbers. Ooh, not going above the LUTs that time around.
Yeah, that was really smart. Waiting just enough for those, I believe it is 55 frames to expire. Numbers being surprisingly aggressive in this situation right now. He's crushing in place.
Oh, that was so good! Oh my god, I love Weaker Trainer's crouch so much.
And the forward air can't even hit it.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It can. I've seen it happen in the past, but it is so difficult to do. Sour Downer, though, will take it on landing by Dill. Numbers giving a little bit of a laugh.
All right, and now we're at this stage in the game. Numbers once again has a lead, a significant one. Okay, here he puts Dill off stage, goes way out there. I was not expecting Numbers to commit that hard. Here we have it, missed the tech on there.
Gets a grab, that's 13% off of that. 30% already on Dill, but he's going to heal it off immediately as Numbers.
Oh, yeah, we're starting to see the tension mounting. Dill will jump at Numbers just at that range where if he's not careful, if he throws out anything that might give him the opportunity.
Oh, and he punishes a side B right there. And with the Sun Salutation, a little bit of a delay by Numbers was so smart just at the end to take the stock.
The spacing right now from both of these players is amazing. They'll just stay at this range where they know that they can punish any sort of overextension, any sort of just a misstep. And Numbers taking 4 games in a row now.
Back to Town and City, I'm honestly surprised Dill hasn't opted to at least try a Battlefield, or at least to try a Dreamland at this point, because clearly Town City is working out in Numbers' favor at the moment.
Well, we haven't seen him spam side B a lot yet.
Yes. I mean, it could be the full set mix-up this time around.
Yeah, exactly. Multi-set conditioning, I'm telling you.
Oh, and that's a down air, sour spot, but good damage for Dill. 59% already, and a hard down air into the ground by Numbers to get back to stage.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time, we do see Dill with the percent lead. Numbers, wow.
That fair, gonna pressure, not eating up that Shadow Ball.
This is like, just what's going on in neutral, it's so interesting, these like little micro exchanges that are happening. Numbers will set up this soccer ball and just wait to see what happens.
And it's actually what happened last week was the end of the set happened when Numbers did that cancel soccer ball and got Shadow Balled for it in the process because the Shadow Ball went right under that. I want to see Dill potentially add that in his play when Numbers is trying to set up just to pressure him a bit more as that soccer ball comes out.
Man, these players are just being so careful in how they approach their neutral. And that's really what it comes down to.
Oh, wow, that Sun Salutation coming out right as the fair started up, and Numbers is just putting on all the pressure on Dill.
And an amazing air dodge read to close out that stock. Numbers, even though this was the first time we've seen Dill maybe get a grasp, like get a handle on what he's doing, and right as it seems like it's about to.
Smash? Yes, that's a great punish from Numbers. 35% already on Dill in the second side. The down tilt as well coming out from Numbers. Already 47% to start. A down smash. Didn't go for an up smash read that time around. Being a bit more patient. Nice, and that's like the real test, is like who is gonna break first? Is Numbers going to throw out an option, or is Dill gonna wait? And that's how he's gonna get punished. Dill, no answers to any of this pressure for Numbers, but that will be his first to take that stock.
Yeah, and now 82% already on Dill though. And not only, you have to keep in mind, not only is it Mewtwo with 82% on Town and City, meaning that those, he's that much closer to dying, but the fact that he is forced to approach Numbers right now makes it even more difficult. Look at this range. It's actually very interesting because that's the range where you can like react with a power shield, but I don't think Mewtwo can react with a
reflector. Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
However, a strong start from Dill in the second stock. Basically only taking percent right there. At that point, did 50% without any retaliation from Numbers. However, Numbers with stage control, potentially going to be able to get Dill off once more. Nair.
That could be huge.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dill not the type of meter to get the footstool after the Nair, but he's going to be able to get a whole lot of stage control and pressure on Numbers afterward.
Oh man, they're just going right past each other every time.
And Numbers opting to not deep breathing. I'm honestly surprised. As a potential deep breathing up throw will take it. That up air not going to take it just yet either. At this point, really anything from Numbers might be able to take the stock.
Oh, he tried to get that air dodge read again, but drifting just far away enough. Dill is surviving at the moment. The soccer ball is going to cover for JohnNumbers right now.
Oh,
he messes
up
the deep breathing. That is all right. Numbers at 82%.
That
messes up the reflector.
Did that break that beat the startup of that reflector, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it came out too fast. That was actually really good from Numbers. He started spacing at this range where he actually seemed to figure out, like, where is it that I can actually start, like, you know, like, what is the range where it's no longer going to be reactable? It comes out frame 12, I believe.
12? Yeah, reflects on 12, yeah.
That's
moderately slow for a reflector.
That's actually pretty slow for a reflector. That might be the slowest reflector besides an SF Smash.
Yes. And we are seeing Numbers with a potential 6-0 here over Dill. After the super strong performance in winner's bracket by Dill, Numbers just really is going in on all of these games and just taking stock after stock from Dill, either in a comeback fashion or in complete domination off the stage. Oh my! Speak of the devil! Oh my! Okay.
Right. Retaliation in kind. Numbers is actually, this is the first time we've seen him lose a stock first. All right, okay. I just want to point out, you remember what happened in winners?
Yes.
2 very dominant games for Dill, and then Numbers started to figure it out. Maybe this is actually the opposite of what we're seeing here right now. Dill taking a huge lead, already lapping him in percent right now. Numbers does have some leeway. He has some room to mess around. He has 3 more games, 2 more games after this one to work with.
Oh, that's a sour spot right there. Numbers getting out of that scenario. Great tech by Dill on the spike from side B.
Now, it's actually very interesting. So, if you're Numbers, what is your game plan at this point in time?
I think at this point, you can afford to lose this game.
Yeah. But, like, in terms of conditioning, like, you know, do you want to spend more time downloading? Do you want to maybe implant false conditions with your opponent?
Right, and I think at this point, Numbers does have that extra game to play around with. So, he can, albeit, he's going to try and keep it as close as possible as any competitor would. Maybe just condition Dill to believe into some habits that he might have in this game number 4, and then adapt to it in that game number 5. And in that game 3, there wasn't a whole lot of information I feel like Dill or Numbers could have gotten, just because of how quickly it went. Dill winning with a 60% 2 stock. So I feel like while Dill did look dominant, there wasn't a whole lot of downloading he could do potentially from that game.
That's true. It was very quick, much quicker than any of the other ones we've seen. And also, Numbers started playing really aggressively after he got spiked at 40. And that's like not really an indication of how he plays. Like, this is normally how he plays.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing about that is that it's so... Oh my... That's like a DDD Gordo kind of
yeah, no, that
throw.
was so smart from Numbers. The setups that he has are just like... I still see new ones.
Right.
You know?
I feel like there's so much development that Numbers alone does with his character.
Numbers alone, yes.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one.
Yeah, he's...
no,
I don't mean... He's the only one with the results that he has, needless to say.
Yes. Ooh, great forward throw. Numbers getting deep, breathing into effect. Okay, so is that the Kaioken effect?
I think that is.
Smoking more than
more
normal?
like a pink-looking color, and it's like a hue around her as well. But as she is charged with just Sunset Nation, she is red. I'm not going crazy, am I? I think she's red. Anyway.
She does look red. Okay.
Oh,
that's
no,
it.
Numbers. You can't be just throwing that out from a distance. You can absolutely just react to that, and Dill does with ease, and he's going to take that first stock from
I think
Numbers.
that one was a read. But at the same time, I wonder if we're going to start seeing Numbers enact some of the anti-confusion strategies that we saw earlier on. Yeah,
observing the situation is Numbers, simply waiting for Dill to click a move that he could punish, but by no means was he able to do so. Even with the very low traction of Mewtwo, still going to be able to punish that S-Smash on shield. Mewtwo having, I believe, the second or third highest or lowest traction in the game.
Highest. Wait,
lowest.
Oh no, I never get this right.
High traction is
He
you slide.
slides.
High
He's a
traction is you
slippery
slide
boy.
less.
Yeah,
So
he's a slippery boy. Luigi, of course, the most. I think he's
Yeah.
bottom 3.
yes,
I don't know if he's he's really low.
he's
down.
low. Needless to say.
You know who else is low? Charizard.
Charizard, yes.
All right, and Numbers managing to actually take
Yes.
the stock right there, only at 46%.
Saying Charizard, I'm not going to pull that out. I don't need to in this game number 5. That's not going to happen because I'm going to win right now, says Numbers. Dill, having none of it, he wants to see the Charizard. So,
Right now, Numbers is neutral is so, it's a kooky thing.
that's an up throw up air, 20% for Numbers. A little bit of scaling that went on previous, not allowing to get that full 22% conversion that he would usually get off of that, but still solid damage nonetheless. And I think what we're seeing now is Numbers is really only firing the Sun Salutations when Dill is caught in the charging
That's
from
true.
Shadow Ball.
Because I believe that he...
Dill checking that just in time.
Because I believe that what it is that because he has to shield,
Right.
and if he's going to shield, that means he also has to have the shield drop frames in order to throw out the side B.
Oh, Numbers just waiting, almost catching that air dodge from Numbers, but not in time. And after a solid start from Dill, we're seeing Numbers with the mid-game adaptation, moving forward in the set and now taking the lead for himself.
Yep, it took him a while, but after all that nickel and diming, eventually, now he has the lead once again. Oh, I thought he was going to roll again.
The pivot grab, grabbing Mewtwo off of his own roll. And now a very good situation for Numbers with stage control, pressuring Dill on landing, but Dill is very smart fair to get back to the ground. And an up air to catch Numbers on his own landing.
Oh, and that's some huge damage and some questionable DI from Numbers. He's not going to die!
After all the time that I said fair off the stage, he does it! In the last hit, the 3-set conditioning from Numbers, he hasn't fared the whole time, and he finally does it at the end.
Oh, and Numbers, after taking 5 straight games, it comes down to this last one, and you can see in his face he definitely wants this.
Game 5, says Numbers. And he
This
is
is game 15. 13.
13. But needless to say, in this set, game number 5, Numbers reminding us once more, and he is going to be put in a situation where Dill...
So has this been 12 games on Town and City?
Yeah, I think only one game was on Lilat, and that was it. I think every other game has been on Town and City. So if you were to ever get that question on Smash GG, there it is. 12 games on TNC in 2 sets. Or 3 sets, rather, since it has been. True finals as well. Oh, almost catching that landing into the ground with a dodge. By Numbers is Dill with that detail. And he's going to start putting on pressure with that grab. However, missing it. Numbers with the spot dodge. Almost caught a 3rd air dodge from Dill. And then he has a nice little percent lead for himself.
That was an amazing bait. That's some huge damage. And even more. This is a crazy combo from Numbers. 81% now on Dill. And he crouches under it. Fantastic.
That was so smart. So fast by Numbers, knowing he didn't want to take any shield damage in that place. Just so to keep the pressure from Dill as minimal as possible. And crouching just in time to get out of the way of that Sun Salutation. Oh, back air. Perfect shield from Dill. That's really the only way you're going to be able to punish that is if you do get that perfect shield down in from Dill.
All right. Yeah, this is the... And he drops shield at the worst possible time. 105% now on Dill. He does have a lot of rage. We haven't really seen him do a lot of rage abuse. You know, he's a very patient Mewtwo. We're not really going to be seeing a lot of running up smashes like we did earlier from Leo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wonder if we might, because he's been...
At this
it's
point,
the sort of thing where he's been
mixing up so bizarrely in the set, but it's been working out for him a lot of the time. Just previous, obviously, that fair working out wonders for him. And now we're seeing a position where a mix-up would certainly do him wonders if he would just be a little bit more percent in this place. Numbers opting to shift back, knowing that Dill waiting for the landing on top of him.
Whoa. So... the patience right now. This is honestly like, it's so intense.
And back air will be the first stock for Numbers. Only 71% on him.
I cannot believe the spacing on that. Did you see that? He managed to outspace Mewtwo up tilt.
Right, and it was just as he hit the ground, so his hurt box was so low, so there was no way he was going to be able to miss that. But wait a minute. Dill saying this set is not over by any means. I can get the stock back very soon.
Numbers does have a Sun Salutation online.
Tech chase, but Numbers rolls in. Dill firing that Shadow Ball forward. No punish. A potential 50% punish for Numbers.
Oh, that was more damage.
Mewtwo so tall.
Forward throw
Scary
off
situation for him. Oh no! Oh wow! Just getting out of the way. The Leo as Bane that we saw in his set versus Gen, working out for Dill in that situation, keeping him alive just a bit longer. Numbers Sun Saluting into Dill's shield.
All right, yeah, that was a really strong impact.
Oh, Dill off the stage. Numbers not gonna be able to get the 2-frame.
And 146%.
Ducking. He's gonna duck a grab. No.
I can't believe Numbers does it. So,
Oh,
there it
and
is.
Numbers not ducking that time around. 73% on Mewtwo. Dill still in this game.
We haven't really had a timeout be a factor yet, but there is 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock.
The possibility is there for sure.
The pressure is there. Maybe not yet, but like, you know, within a minute, these two guys will look at the clock and say, oh, there's only a minute and a half left. And that'll start dictating how, you know, aggressive their approaches are.
And especially for Dill, with the deficit that he does have currently, you can maybe even see start setting in a little bit, see him inching forward with the Shadow Balls, waiting for Numbers to land near him. Numbers trying to space out that back air, but he's going to get detailed and fared for. 30% on him. Now a reflected soccer ball.
Recover way low. What a recovery from Numbers. Tries to get a fake out trump. Oh, the mix-up.
Wall jumping is Dill gonna recover back to the ledge. Oh, ducking that! That was so phenomenal by Numbers, getting just below that fair with deep breathing. This is scary,
And that should be it.
What a
Wow.
bizarre ending! Just immediately Sun saluting on the neutral getup, and Numbers takes it over Dill. And I believe that is his first win of the season. Devin? No? Devin. It might be.
I mean, honestly, nothing Devin matters anymore. Nothing he says matters because he didn't know that we fit sparkles all the time.
Yeah, Devin, when Wii Fit Trainer has Sun Salutation charged all the way, she does sparkle red. I was not wrong, and
She
I'm not
sparkles
crazy.
all the time. She's just a great big sparkle bubbly.
All right.
Devin lied to
She
you,
got the
lovely
aura
people.
when she's
Yes.
She got the aura when she powers
What?
up though.
It's red.
She doesn't sparkle, but it's not red.
She sparkles and it's red. She like.
She goes deeper in color. No, she becomes deeper in color when she has charged.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
like a
Press
I'm
one if
so
Wii Fit
glad that
Are we
we
gonna do
were
interview?
able.
I mean,
Oh,
I really there's
that
some
wasn't
questions I
numbers.
really want to ask JohnNumbers.
Plumbers, you want an interview?
All right,
And
I'll take
You
the
want to go?